After yesterday, I'm officially down 5% on my 50K evaluation after a brutal post-holiday session. I have exactly $2,500 of cushion left before the account was dead. So today I either needed to adapt my execution or I lose the account. And here's what happened. As you can see in the corner, I'm actually not down quite 5%. This thing has finally gone above a 2. A little bump in the equity graph here. My win rate has finally went above 0. And profit factor also went above 0. And I'm actually in profit for the day, and this looks really small, but I'm actually still in the trade. And I decided to make these technical explanations a lot shorter because I've realized that, right, the reality is I'm not a mentor. Most of you are not here for my technicals. You just want to see if I can survive the drawdowns and pass these evaluations and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to cut the fluff and make it a lot shorter, which will be beneficial for you guys and also for me because it makes my editing a lot longer, it makes the videos a lot longer, so try to help both of us out. But coming into it, this is yesterday's close, the Monday and Tuesday candle all into one. Here it's bullish on NQ and bearish on YM, so we have a daily PSP, and we have this daily gap on YM. That is my draw. This is Friday's candle, it's a wickless candle, so that should get filled in. On NQ, these are the bank holiday highs. This is like yesterday at 6 o'clock. Right, and then on ES, those same highs, we just took it out today in 6 o'clock candle, so that's pretty much 24 hours later. So that's an SMT break, and right, YM is also in this 4-hour gap in equilibrium, so that's advanced premium discount. We're expecting this new opening gap. It seems like we did close above it a little bit, but now we're way below it when I come to the charts and the prices right here. So we have this 1-hour strength switch PSP where you can see NQ is way above all highs. It's super bullish, but it's closing a bearish candle while YM is closing bullish. So I'm thinking that now NQ is going to expand lower because it has a lot more room to catch up. Just if you look how YM is right here in the range and NQ is obviously way up here. So I basically just enter right off of that. I don't even wait for a proposal block or anything. Right when 9 o'clock opens up, that new 90-minute candle, I'm in there. And the reason why I took NQ is honestly kind of discretionary, which is why I only actually use like $300 of risk instead of my normal $500, because it just seemed too discretionary to me to take NQ because there's really no reason besides, because like I said, I didn't see this strength switch PSP. So my only reasoning really was just that NQ, I think this draw is really strong. So since it's so high in the range, I think it has like way more catching up to do. So it should expand lower more than this one, more than YM. So that's my only reasoning really. That's why I risked less on it, which ended up being a mistake, as you probably already know from trading the session. And I did go through my execution video, where I was like showing like my real-time thoughts, where I was getting a little bit greedy, a little bit scared about break-evens, but for the most part, to make it quick, so this gap on YM, there's here on ES and R2I too, there's 0 SMT in here, so I wasn't super confident in that. We also left these equal highs, and then when we had this intercandle CSD on YM, right, we have equal highs up here. This opposing candle is pretty small. We didn't come into anything relevant, no gaps, no highs. So I'm not trusting that. I think it's going to be like yesterday's gold trade where I would not be surprised if that got manipulated coming into the open, especially with how volatile it is. And yeah, pretty much is like around probably this point. I was in NQ here. I showed you. NQ is moving along pretty nicely, but right, YM is like dumping out of nowhere. So NQ is up like, I don't know, like half a R, and YM, if I was in that trade, it'd be up like, depending if you market enter or limit order, it'd be up like twice as much pretty much. So I was thinking that I fumbled. I'm like, oh no, I sold. I took NQ. I should have taken YM instead. And then coming closer to the open, oh shit. Right before the open, we're literally already at break even here. And then we even would have stopped out the trade. So now I'm feeling good about NQ and right the open. I don't even know where it is, but it expands lower while YM is expanding higher. So that's at the couple to open. And yeah, there was a trade idea on YM that it looked good. I would take it before in the past, but because I had that new rule of not trading a couple opens, I avoided it. It would be, let's see where it is. It's technically, if you're trading the 3-minute, well, you wouldn't actually get it, but on the 1 minute, this is normally I would take this probably, this 1 minute CSD on YM, because at the time we had a SMT fill on the 90-minute if this chart loads. Try to make it pretty quick, like I said, but still have some technicals, right? So NQ is not taking this out at all. This is a fair value gap, so we got a little SMT fill in here. And yeah, I mean, that's like everything that you would really need for the trade. But because but because it's a decoupled open, that it's like doesn't play out. You already see it's pretty high resistance, pretty choppy, not moving a bunch, and then it stops out. So normally I'd be waiting until 10 o'clock to trade, where 10 o'clock opens are right here. So if I did wait, I would not get this trade. I wouldn't have that loss, assuming I didn't take NQ. And I forgot to mention, but this 1 hour PSP, like I literally didn't see this. I put it in the notes like until hours later. It didn't peep until the boys pointed out hours later. Like at first I thought I was just taking NQ off of like discretion from the SMT break, and thinking that the new opening gap was the draw. So try to see if there's anything in here that I missed that was really important. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I get like to mentor status, like with my consistency, I can do technicals more often if people ask for it. But right now, I'm trying to skip through it. Yeah, pretty much this is mostly like trade management stuff, all technicals. So at this point, there's not really too much psychology. Okay, so this is kind of important. So on NQ, right? Let me see where, even right now, right? If you go to the daily candle, like to actually reach this new week opening gap, like think about how massive like this bearish candle would have to be from this like super. This is a pretty big opposing run as well. Like it have to be a bearish candle all the way down here. So it'd be like a 700 point move to get that new week opening gap. So I'm thinking it's probably not going to get there, and not today at least. But I'm willing to hold this like overnight because you can on CFDs. I checked online, and yeah, I mean, hopefully that's what happens. Right now I'm still in the trade, so you already saw it, but I got that little partial. Oh shit, let me show my, I tried a pyramid, I'll show that in a little bit. But yeah, so I'm still in this trade, we're just floating. Like, look how far I would have to come to actually stop me out, like break even. Like, if it comes up there, I was just wrong, I was just being too greedy. I could have just taken off at like 2R or down here, but hopefully I don't end up regretting holding this trade. Shit. Oh, what the hell? But yeah. Then let me show you the let me show you the pyramid I tried to do real quick. I actually have it journaled, so. It was a good shot. It was a break-even trade. We just had this 90-minute string switch SMT fill. So this is the 1030 candle. It just consolidated on NQ, and on YM it's finally starting to reverse. So I think it's coming lower. You just have the SMT with the highs, which is a fair rally gap. So it's 2 stage right there. Take that 5-minute CSD, and it comes back to break-even. So I just wanted this low because it would be like 400 because I only put 200 of risk on it. So it would be like what I was missing from taking the trade with $300 of risk. So now I'm just in this one, the first one. I'm only up around 300, and we're kind of just floating around now. So yeah, I've been in this for a while. It ran 3.2R, like 3.3R, and now it's just kind of consolidating, kind of ranging. Like I said, I think it's gonna go lower. YM still has draws lower, so I was thinking like I actually thought YM was gonna drop from this string switch, but it's just bullshitting still. But I was thinking like, all right, if YM drops from here, maybe NQ doesn't make it, but if YM hits this daily gap, then I'll just get out of NQ, which I'll probably still make that the rule. So on CFDs, you can actually hold like past the market close. So I'm just gonna hold this until YM hits here, and when YM hits this, I'll probably just get out, and then I'll get out of NQ, unless it really just wants to retrace all the way back up to here. Like my entry is literally here. Like I was like scared of break evens, but like if you look at on like the higher time frame, like look how far it's gonna have to go to actually hit me break even. Like that'd be insane. There's no 4-hour gap. There's no 6-hour gap. It's just like this 1-hour gap pretty much in the 90-minute. Otherwise, there's nothing else stopping it. If it comes up here, obviously I'm just wrong. It was never gonna make it down here in the first place. So I thought about like taking the money and running, but I think I'm probably just gonna hold it. Right? I mean, if I got out now, it'd be like maybe like a net 600. Where if it gets down here, it'd be like a net, I don't know, I'm not trying to do the math, but like 1200. So it'd be like barely 2R. But that's the trade right now. Don't think there's really much else to say. Obviously, it's pretty easy to have good psychology when you're taking like a positional entry. You only have one trade anyway, so there's no like chance to overtrade or anything like that. And yeah, so I got break even on that trade. Nothing to lose now. I'm not gonna try to pyramid anymore because if it was gonna go, it should have gone then. And yeah, the SMT is just shit. But I mean, this is clearly not a reversal. Even with the SMT, like this is usually just used for retracement. So I am pretty confident that it's gonna make at least a new low, and I can either get full TP or at least get like most of it when YM comes down here. But yeah, it's pretty interesting, right? How yesterday we had YM and really even ES going lower, right? Moving in tandem, I guess. Well, ES was later in the day, but So you're here, right? Coming that new week opening gap, right? YMES, and then NQ was just doing fuck all, just pumping for no reason. And then we got today where NQ is dumping. I mean, ES had a pretty good dump rate. We did take this previous day low, and then today it's YM doing fuck all, just edging this low, expand higher at the open, now just consolidate. So interesting, very interesting. We're just inside borrowing inside this 10 o'clock candle for the last, what, like 5 hours now? It's insane. But it's my trade today. Finally got, even if the trade comes back to break even, like this is the only green I've seen in like 9 days by now since last Monday. So I'm not complaining. Hopefully it's the start of something better. And tomorrow we have 8 o'clock news or 8:30 news. So maybe we can get another pre-market entry. But yeah, hope you guys had a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Obviously with the update for this NQ trade. See ya.